Yay! Now I can see you better and I can hear you better. I hope you can hear me too. Thank you so much for taking part in this live. We are very thrilled with Bang. I've already listened to it firsthand. Brazil is just a few hours away from Bang, and it's a real banger, isn't it?
Thank you. Yeah, it was really good. We did it. I did it like in isolation, with a bunch of my friends, and I didn't really think anything of it. We just made a project, and I'm happy it turned out the way it did because, I think everyone really like appreciates music right now more than ever. I hope that we can really help a few people and take it out of, take people out of their heads for a little bit.
Yeah, I felt that because it's a real banger. It's like dance floor, groovy music. Is that something you were looking for of this record?
Yeah, I just wanted to do something different. I've done albums, I've done, I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I've been now in this industry for like over 10 years. And so I felt like I wanted to push myself. And by doing that, I did a lot of things. I asked Imanbek to collaborate with me. I rapped on Mood, which is insane. Like when you hear it, it's like my alter ego. I worked with Gunnar and also Kia, who is just amazing from Argentina. So, I think I wanted this to feel like a global collaboration, and there wasn't any rules. We just had so much fun and we really, like, a blessing.
I'm so sorry. I just lost your connection for a moment, but now let's restart it. I heard you saying you're talking about all your collaborators in this EP and how plural and global the music sounds in it.
Yeah. And also
And
like I learned how to record myself. I bought a microphone, it's just crazy that we did this whole project like in our bedrooms.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to talk about. Like you did it like I've heard and I've read that you did through like Zoom meetings. So how was it to work like that?
It was just so amazing because, again, Imanbek doesn't speak a lot of English, so we really just had music to connect with, and like everything was so crazy, like a fresh perspective from Imanbek because he's um, so different. He lives in Kazakhstan. I love his whole approach with dance music. I always feel like that I like collaborating with fresh new artists, and to have David
Mhm.
Guetta as well involved, it was amazing because it had,
Yeah.
you have a young fresh DJ and then you have like David Guetta who's had so many hits. So together we just really like made something that was exciting and that had a life of its own.
Yeah. How long did it take to finish Bang and how many songs did you record for it, more or less?
We did Bang for about, I would say like 8 months because you have to remember, like I had to send it over, wait for them to come back. There was a lot of back
Yeah.
and forth. I'm really proud that we finished this. If anything, I'm really proud of us because we wanted to use our time wisely, be productive, and also like, try and do something for the people and make music and create art for everyone. Because to be a creative, you can't feel like you can't create. So we really all helped each other out, and I'm very, very happy that we did. And we made a mini movie, so hopefully everybody likes that too.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that because, like, personally, I really like visual albums, visual records. I think it adds so much to the work, like your perspective, your vision for that music, particularly. So, why did you choose to go for this mini movie and how was the shooting?
I
The
wanted to
teasers are
do
amazing, by the way.
Thank you. I wanted to do something that was different. I wanted everyone to step into a different world. Like this album, I mean EP, is a different world completely to what I do as Rita Ora, that makes an album. This is like, come with me into this world that we created and enjoy it. There's no rules. I mean, there's no pressure, there's no like expectations. We just wanted to make art, and that really is as simple as that.
Yeah, not as simple because the teasers are fantastic. It doesn't look simple at all.
Well, I never do
It looks
anything half.
phenomenal.
I never do anything half-hearted, to be honest. I like, you know, I like to go hard. You know, this whole project is like we wanted to bang. We wanted to just like give people something that they're like, whoa. You know, that's why we called it Bang, because all of the artists involved are from all over the world. You know, it's like a global, international collaboration.
This is it. And I've heard that Iman Beck said that he still has collaborations with you that didn't make it to Bang, like Married to the Melody. So is there a chance that we are getting like a second part or a third part of Bang in the near future?
I think so. You know, you never know, because I think with music nowadays, you can just put things out. And I loved it. You
Yeah.
know, I love being able to do that. Married to the Melody is a beautiful song. I think everyone should hear it eventually. Um, I also loved dressing up, you know, and doing all the new looks. And of course, I had uh, to put my traditional outfit of Kosovan clothing in there because it really represents where we're from, you know. And you know, with me
Yeah.
and Imanbek, we're both Eastern European. We really wanted to show the rest of the world like where we're from. We felt like stepping into that world of the architecture, especially, you know, in we shot it in Bulgaria. We wanted to meet in the middle, and I felt like artistically it really represents like who we are, because for me that's all that matters. You know, you have to be really proud of where you come from. And the outfit was just so traditional but also very, very classy, and it was very respectful. And you know, Valdrin, who designed it, he's a very talented designer from our country, so we really thought very deep about, you know, representing everything about where we are, where we're from. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is good news because I spoke to some of your fans today this afternoon on Twitter. I told them that we were going to talk, and they sent me like a few tips of things they wanted to know. And one of the things was about Married to the Melody. They were so thrilled about
Well,
it,
there
and they
we
really
go.
wanted to.
Amazing.
There you go. And would you say that Bang is like the beginning of a new era for you? Like that will eventually come to a third full album. Do you have plans on that already?
Yeah, I think that this is a new era, because I feel like with everything that happens, you know, especially artists, when they get to a certain point, you know, people think, oh, they're too big to do this, or, you know, oh, now they're successful, you know, they have to put out an album. They can't just put out a mixtape. And I wanted to remind people that to be in control of yourself, you have to take risks, you know. And I challenged myself by doing something like an EP rather than an album. And I didn't want any
Hmm.
pressure. I just wanted to experiment. And I felt like I needed that for myself. So when I do my own album, you know, which I'll probably end up recording this summer, I now have like another new lease of life, you know, and I
Yeah.
can make music that I want to make. And I think this is just like a bridge, you know. It's nice to give my fans things while they're waiting for my album as well.
Yeah, I believe they're really happy with that. They were super excited for the release of Bang. And as we were saying in the beginning, Bang is a real banger. It's like party anthems, dance floor music. Are you going through this kind of music for your next album, or are you going like are you listening to anything different that would you like to explore on your next album? How it's
For
gonna sound like?
my own album, you know, I think I'm doing a lot of songwriting. I'm definitely getting way more in tune with my vulnerable side, you know. So there's going to be a lot more emotion, I think, with this record. Also, this year has been such a transformative experience for all of us that I think to be transparent is really what we need. You know, I think everybody needs to feel like they're not alone. And I think with music, it really helped me. So I think with this new album, I'm just going to, you know, experiment more with songwriting and really get deep. Get deep.
That's good. And do you have like any collaborations in mind that you'd like to go through?
I think during this process, you know, I've learned so much about just being grateful, and I'm so grateful about everything that I do. I never take anything for granted. I've definitely taken this year to a lot that's happened. I really would love to just be so I've been very humbled about everything, and I just want to give people great music and great entertainment, and just do my part for the world, and yeah, and show up and hopefully do it with a smile on my face, you know?
Yeah, of course. I'm saying that because obviously I'm talking from Brazil, and a lot of Pablo Vittar fans asked me to ask you if you'd like a collaboration with her, like biggest drag queen that we have in the country. Pablo is phenomenal, so they are super excited
Of
that
course,
maybe
yeah. I'd
this
love
would
to do a
happen
collab.
someday.
That would be amazing. I mean, of course, you know, especially in Brazil, I have the best fans, and I want to go back so bad. And hopefully, you know, soon we can do live shows again. And I can't believe that, you know, all these collaborations and having people, and I'd love to. I'd love to. The answer is yes.
Yes, and you had two shows booked here in São Paulo last year that obviously didn't happen because of the pandemic, Lollapalooza and a sideshow as well. So are these shows still up on for you? Do you still plan to come? Is something that is in your mind?
Yeah, you know, I think for me, I was really looking forward to performing in South America, and also coming to Brazil, and just seeing fans that I've never seen, and doing my own shows as well. So hopefully we can do that again very soon. But for the meantime, you know, I'll just put out as much music as I can.
Yeah, that would be good because we'll be waiting for you to come. So in the meantime, we can have music. On the matter of shows and tours, another thing that your fans told me that they really wanted to know is that is there any plan to release like a DVD or some visual register of the Phoenix tour?
You know, I think definitely I'd like to car. I'd love to do a tour. I mean, eventually, obviously, when everything goes back to normal, I miss performing live. I miss sweating, you know, on stage, and just like banging my head and seeing people sing back, and just embracing all the energy, you know. And I feel like with this music, it will just hopefully transcend beyond all the global barriers, and maybe one day we can perform them live.
Yay. I think the Phoenix era was really important to you, right? The album itself was super successful, and so the singles and the tour. Do you ever think about that and like trying not to feel, how can I say, like the pressure, like to do it again, to do something so big again?
I try not to think about that, because I feel like there's so much pressure anyway, you know, around
Yeah.
us. I feel like, and again, you know, doing what I do, I love my job so much that, you know, I've worked my whole life, and I work really hard to do this, you know, and with that comes a lot of sacrifice. And to Phoenix was a big chapter in my life, you know. It was like me being my own artist after really struggling with a lot of deals, and fighting and fighting and fighting. And I think every day, you know, is another day. And I feel like, you know, now we're fighting even more to really stick up for ourselves. And maybe a documentary is something that I can show in the future, you know, all the ups and downs and things. So I don't know yet, but I think that's definitely something I'll consider.
That's great. And of course, fans from here, they want to know if you see them online, if you see when they send you messages, like they really want to hear something for you, that when they send you messages, you see them. Like people from here, they asked me, like, ask Rita if she sees us when we send her messages and we send her love.
Oh, well, thank you for asking me all the questions from my fans.
Yeah,
They're
of
the
course.
best in the world, and I don't know what I would do without them. I'm just so grateful that I have the opportunity to really be here with you, and put out new music. So thank you.
Thank you. And one final question, which is from them as well. They want to know why is Flame not available on streaming service, because they love it. They love the song and they want the song on streaming platform.
Oh, wow. Flame was a song I just did for a movie, Twist. It was just an exclusive.
Yeah.
So I wanted to put this EP out. So obviously that's why Flame isn't out, because I really wanted to focus on this project that I've been doing with Imanbek and David Guetta and Gunna and Kia. So, yeah.
This is the answer.
That's the answer.
Thank you so much, Rita.
It's
been lovely talking to you. Congratulations on your release. We are just a few hours away. Very soon, Brazil will be able to listen to Bang. Fingers crossed. Thank you so much.
I hope everyone likes it, and sending all my love to everybody in Brazil and everybody across the world. Thank you very much. I love you guys. Okay, see you very soon. Thank you.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Pronto. Nossa, a Rita Ora, ela entrou bem na hora que eu estava conversando com vocês e eu terminei não conseguindo falar algumas coisas, de que a entrevista seria em inglês e tal, mas agora que ela já saiu, eu vou explicar para vocês, brasileiros. A gente fez a entrevista inteira em inglês, mas a gente vai legendar e colocar no YouTube do Popline ela inteirinha e legendada para vocês. Vocês viram aí que a Rita falou várias coisas sobre o Bang, falou também